my former radio station at Legalia Yorinde at the time, and I was one of the people that wanted Buhari to come on board because the APC was able to use the media. They really used the media and galvanized hate, serious hate and negativity against Jonathan's government. We saw Jonathan as a weakling, as somebody who was called a coward. We saw all that transpired prior to 2015, and they used Buhari's supposed military expertise and the fact that he is intolerant of corruption. I'm telling you, we all kind of supported Buhari. We actively talked about the fact that Buhari could do something. It's that bad that the current general manager of my former radio station, or will I call him CEO? He was my head of department at the time. He was the head of news in my former radio station at the time. When Buhari came on board, for the first 6 months, my head of department kept on giving excuses for Buhari. He kept on saying, don't worry, he's slow and steady, wins the race, no rush. Yes, he's slow, but you guys don't worry. He's setting up a team that will lead the economy aright. Buhari traveled immediately after he was declared the winner by INEC to the UK for treatment. And so we were giving excuses for Buhari's absence in governance. Buhari did not have a cabinet. He did not have administrators. He just had some of his campaign supporters taking over decisions in Aso Rock. That's how tolerant for the first 6 months of Buhari's administration was, because people thought APC could do the magic. So I am disgusted by the All Progressives Congress as a political party. They haven't delivered as they told Nigerians they would deliver. But if a Professor Yemi Oshibajo today is chosen as a presidential candidate, I will vote. I will vote for APC because it is party you vote for, not apparently it is a political party that you will vote for. I will vote for APC. So please, whoever you want to vote, anyone is free. Do not douse anybody. Do not berate anyone for wanting to support. Anybody that wants to support APC, fine. Anybody that wants to support NDC, Peterobi, fine. Showore, fine. Anyone that you prefer to vote for, go for them. But do not harass, insult, intimidate, gaslight, manipulate, or whatever anybody that wants to vote. I watched a particular street, what you call Vox Pop, and some people were asked questions. Who do you want to vote for? One person said Tinubu. They asked him, why do you want to vote for Tinubu? He said, he's my Yoruba brother. Any other person that wants to come, they can support their own tribe because it's my Yoruba brother. Another person was asked, who do you want to vote for? He said Peterobi. Why? He said he believes Peterobi will set the country in the right direction, not because of tribe or anything, but they believe so. Another person said Showore. Showore would de-radicalize the system. He would make sure that all the corrupt individuals are out. Everybody had their different takes as to why they were supporting candidates. So please, VOP 90.3 FM is not alienated to any presidential candidate. No, we're a radio station. We discuss issues as they are being presented, with our analysts giving us their own divergent views on these issues. I need you guys to say, so all of you sending me messages and say you're supporting, please, I would implore you to stop. I don't want to become disrespectful because I don't have a good mouth, or I'll be very disrespectful to you. So don't send me messages that please don't vote the APC. At this point in time, since my preferred candidate is not there, maybe I would go for Showore. But I'm just saying, please. And even if I'm supporting Showore or I prefer him as my presidential candidate, I have not in any point in time here supported, or would I say campaigned for him. Anytime he comes here, he pays. He pays live appearance. Let me just tell you people now, anytime he comes here, he drops money. So I want people to know that this is not free. He pays the radio station. Any politician coming here must pay. That is it. Oh, my chairman, no send anybody message. It's money. Tell you that's how your salary will be paid. So welcome to the evening rush. Like I just told you right now, where we discuss topical issues across Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. At this point in time, Nigeria is, in Africa, one of the countries that is being looked on from the European Union to the UK. Most of these countries are focusing on Nigeria. Why? The reason why they are focusing on Nigeria is because of the upcoming elections. A lot of persons place their bet to determine how they would make some relationships or diplomatic commitments to the country. And so everyone is looking ahead to basically what is going on in Nigeria at this point in time. Now, the Nigerian government has eventually told us that they intend to double livestock sector, about $32 billion contribution to the economy. And the Nigerian government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is positioning itself as a leading hub for livestock production in Africa. that's not the only thing. Gencos are disclosing to us that they're gaining stronger revenue from bilateral power sales, especially with domestic customers remitting 95% of bills in the first quarter of 2026. So yes, money is actually coming, right? Now, in the case of oil prices, we're seeing a surge as hope of a Strait of Hormuz deal diminishes, farming and flaming fears of inflation increasing bets on U.S. interest rate hikes. Obviously, we're going to look into that a bit as the conversation continues. Religious intolerance becoming the order of the day when it comes to conversations in the polity. Just yesterday, we discussed what a particular radical Islamic cleric said in Kano State and how the Kano State governor was there watching him say that, and how most of the spokespersons of the government, none of them has come out to say anything aside from the ambassador to South Africa, that's Femi Fani-Kayode. And then today we're hearing of an Osun State senator stating that anywhere you see an Accord Party member, you kill them. He has come out to debunk that viral video was being misinterpreted or miscontextualized. He meant kill Accord voters with vote. I don't know how he intends to clarify that, because that comment was obviously in Yoruba language. Maybe it was misinterpreted. I really don't know. I don't really understand Yoruba, but he's now changing the terms of what he said very recently. Meanwhile, Governor Adeleke of Osun State, in the town hall meeting they had today, spoke confidently of how the elections were going to take place, despite intimidation that he considered is coming from the Minister of Blue Economy and Marine, and that is Mr. Oyetola. Also, we heard about the fact that the G100 are coming up very heated to ensure that the opposition merges together to form a coalition, and we don't know what that portends at this point in time and what it means. Davido, the nephew of the Osun State governor, actually called on the United States president earlier today. He wrote on the tweet and said, please, our lives are at stake. We need Donald Trump to intervene, or rather send delegates to closely observe and monitor the Osun elections coming up on August 15, 2026, stating that intimidation, victimization, and using state institutions to hurt the electorates. The women today staged a protest as well, saying that enough of all the killings, everybody has a choice. And as it stands, he later tweeted by saying they have responded to him. In other words, they've reached out to him, they've listened to him. So what does this take? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been called out on the recent hostility in Osun State, saying he needs to intervene. Elections should not be a do or die affair. Others consider the outcome of Osun's election to be a litmus test as to how the 2027 elections will take place. Peterobi today actually made a statement concerning the judicial sector being used by politicians as a means to galvanize themselves and supposedly become selfish in the polity. I want us to take a very close listen to him why he was actually making that statement.
It's impossible. I never met her. I met her 2 years after being governor, and they tapped me and said, I'm just so and so person. But they wrote my judgment. I was in court for 3 years, challenging my election. 5 governors that I never met one day gave judgment in my favor. It cannot happen in Nigeria of today. I went to Court of Appeal. 5 judges I never met gave judgment in my favor. So if you look at that and look at what is happening today in Nigeria, where professors are now aiding illiterates to rig election, where our lawmakers have removed forgery as an offense in electoral matter, and senior advocates of Nigeria are defending forgery. Our religious leaders are now praying for criminal politicians for blessing. We have a crisis, and above all, our judges are now singing, "On your mandate we stand." So it is a big, I urge all of us, unexamined life is not worth living. It is time for every Nigerian to sit down and ask ourselves, where is that our nation going. We need to reverse this because the abuse we are allowing today will take its revenge on our children. God bless all of you.
All right, that was the NDC presidential candidate speaking there. So let me quickly introduce my analyst this evening, Mr. Segun Sopitan. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Welcome. Thank you for joining me today.
It's
I
always a
sincerely
pleasure.
do appreciate it. I'd love to have conversations with you
It's
because
always a pleasure.
your own perspective is actually quite different in most instances. Some persons will say your grammar did too much, but
can't help it.
at
I'm
least
sorry.
essentially you're able to break down these issues.
I can't help it.
In
I'm sorry, but bear with me. Should I be speaking pidgin?
I did it all. I did it last week. Was it not?
I speak pidgin very fluently.
No, but I did try. Somebody said, Esther, please,
Stick to your English.
So they all complained though. They said, Esther, what is
Just
this?
stay where you
Go
are.
back to your English. Don't even
Don't
try
spoil this thing
to.
for
You
us.
understand that kind of a thing. But I tried that day. Oh. I give kudos to myself. I really did try. So, but then it's one of those things. So maybe you can mix it.
Yeah,
so that they
absolutely.
all kind of understand some of the things that we're saying.
The young
here.
pidgin where we're
Yeah, Navi.
Sure.
So you go sweet.
Sure
I go like her. I go like to hear
Nothing
her.
dey happen. No,
Is it-
all of us are Nigerian.
Okay, is it okay now? Is the mic
Yeah,
okay
it's
now?
fine.
All right. So Davido actually called on US president and the international community to pay close attention to the forthcoming Osun State governorship election amid the growing concerns over possible violence, intimidation, and disruption of the democratic process. The reason why we're discussing Osun is because this will literally be a litmus test to the next elections. This is the final governorship election before, which is obviously going to be completely under the supervision of Amokwetan, the INEC chair. And Atiku was earlier calling that, please, we do not want outdated beavers machines, because I think they came on national television to explain how the beavers work. So we're talking about upgrading the beavers. But they gave some explanations that if they start doing upgrading right now, it's going to affect or cause a couple of whatever. I don't know how they're trying to explain it. So the thing is, supporters and opposition said, why are you calling Trump? You have to help yourself. There's nothing Trump can do for you. But later, Davido said they responded to him. They reached out to him when he made that tweet, despite the condescending remarks by some APC members when he put that out. What significance will it be for the US to intervene in the Osun elections?
I think we need to ask Mr. Adeleke David. That's his name, isn't it?
Yes.
What exactly he wants America to do. He should tell us, because as far as I know, elections are matters of sovereignty.
True.
It's a national exercise of mandate and franchise by citizens. The only thing that any external body, any foreign power can do in terms of intervention is to observe. And America will observe. They always do. They have agencies, the Democratic Development Institute or something like that. The EU will always observe. The UK will send their own. Commonwealth will send their own. So what exactly does David want Trump to do? It's so weird. I find all of these types of, when people call out to foreign powers to come intervene in our local politics or local national life, and issues, I always laugh because they can't do anything. Maybe, actually, if you really think about it, I think that it's a much better idea for Nigeria to go intervene in America's elections. Because right now, Trump is accusing everybody of rigging.
Yes. The midterm elections.
He's accusing people of rigging midterm elections. He's accusing them of rigging the primaries that in the Democratic Party. He's accusing them that they're already preparing rigging in California.
That's why I'm surprised, because Trump is facing his...
That's the person you want to go and call.
His own issues.
Come and help you with your own election issues. We need to stop making a caricature and global laughingstock of ourselves. I expected Davido to know better. He's supposed to be, at least he went to school now. I don't understand. So for me, it's absolute nonsense.
But there are security concerns in Osun State.
Look, if there are security concerns, instead of calling Trump, call out Tinubu. Instead of calling Trump, call out your president. Call out your IG. You have a voice, you have a platform. And if you deploy that voice and that platform effectively, you will galvanize action from policymakers and from office holders, public office holders. So I don't understand all these young men. It's ridiculous. Davido, if he has information, specific, clear information about threats, that are going to be coming up during the elections, he's a big boy. He can't just be arrested anyhow. So he should come out and say it. He is in are they not even the ruling party in Osun State? Yeah. So I don't even understand all of this. All these things are funny. I beg, please, let's get.
We're going to come back to the Osun elections because obviously it's making a lot of opposition members now come together. They are seeing the kind of intimidation that can take place. So they want to also develop their own absorption mechanism or counterattack when the 2027 elections are purchased. Campaign is officially going to be on the 19th of this month.
Absolutely.
But before then, I don't know lately if you noticed what is going on with the telecom sector. The network has been extremely poor and horrible. The Nigerian Communications Commission is disclosing that more than 5,000 incidents of fiber optic cables cuts were recorded across the country, largely linked to road construction, excavation, and related civil works. Now, based on conversations being held with stakeholders, people have been complaining about low service, quality from the telecom sector. You pay more money, especially for data, yet your data is wasted. The quality of the data you use is very poor or it's lagging. Now we're in a system where you have a lot of persons working remotely. Even telecommunication, that is phone calls, terrible as well. And so they've been reaching out to all these telecom companies, and the NCC had to respond. Is that good enough for the excuse as to why we're having poor quality communication with how much Nigerians pay for telcos or to telcos?
Is it cut cables that result in dropped calls? Because you have a lot of dropped calls.
Is that because of the road constructions? Most of the fiber, whatever, have been cut off?
That you can explain outright service disruption with cut cables. Like, you don't have network access in this particular region or sector. It's because cables to your place was cut. I mean, how can cut cables explain very cracky connection? Like your call is ongoing, but you can't hear each other well.
Yes.
Your call is ongoing and it drops. You are trying to call someone and it doesn't go through immediately. You have to try and try again. Your data seems to be disappearing faster than
it's supposed
to. I'm experiencing that right now.
Same here too.
I intend to go find out
why,
what's going on. I intend to call them, but I've not had the time. It's crazy. Just 2 months ago, I would buy, roughly, because I have Wi-Fi ordinarily, so I don't use data. I don't use cellular data that much. So I would buy maybe about 6 gigabytes, which will cost me about 3,000, 4,000 naira.
Is it the one for 7 days?
No, per month.
Okay, per month?
Yes.
6 gigabytes?
Yes.
That's so small.
Because I have Wi-Fi. I only use the mobile data when I'm on the road.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll buy that and it will last me for a month normally.
Yeah.
Until recently, I just noticed about a month and a half ago that I'll just buy the 4,000 naira, 3,000 naira, 5,000 naira data. And it's just disappear in a week.
In fact, let me give you my experience.
I
use the MTN 5G.
Is that cut cable?
I use the 5G network. Yeah. I have the router, and basically most of my work is always online.
Yeah.
So you pay for a month, sometimes 50-something thousand for about I think 50-something gigabytes, and that's for the month. And sometimes it remains into the following month. The only thing is that when I roll it over. This last month before like on the 17th or so, it finished. Gone. I was like, excuse me.
So it's not just me.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
It couldn't have been just me.
I kept on calling because
I know.
that kind of money, I put it aside for the month. And then just before the month expires, and we're hearing that it's because of fiber cuts and all. Isn't this grand scheme cheating?
I think that there is a fundamental problem with regulation in the telecom sector. I think the NCC is not doing anywhere near enough. The quality of service that is delivered by the telecoms operators across board over the last as far as I can remember has been very poor. The telecoms operators are not investing enough in expanding capacity and infrastructure.
Yeah.
So what happens is that as the adoption, as the number of subscribers that they have on their networks increase, their quality of service reduces. They don't expand, the capacity of their networks accordingly, so we suffer. And they don't suffer any consequences from the regulators. The regulators are not, in my opinion, are not doing enough of monitoring to prevent these things from happening. Recently, the NCC rolled out this policy on compensatory payments,
Yes.
From the networks. But how do you even begin to implement that? We don't want compensatory payments. We want good quality service. We want the telecoms operator to measure, the number of dropped calls, the quality of each connected call.
Yeah.
There are devices you can use to measure these things. Measure it and place heavy fines on operators that fall of the basic standard that you have defined. Which one is called? So I think NCC needs to buckle up, because look, these people are commercial operators.
Yes.
They will try to maximize profit, especially in an environment where cost of doing business is very high.
Very high.
So they will always say, no, it costs me a lot of money to run my business. There's so much that I can do. So the regulator is the one that must compel them to do the things they need to do to deliver quality service to Nigerians.
The president has said Nigeria is targeting more than doubling the livestock sector's estimated at $32 billion annual contribution to the national economy as part of efforts to make the country a leading hub for livestock production and processing in Africa. He made a statement on Monday in Abuja at the opening ceremony of the 9th All-Africa Conference on Animal Agriculture. And they themed it Repositioning Animal Agriculture for Africa's Agricultural Food Security and Global Competitiveness. He was represented at the event by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. George Akume. Now, according to the president in regards to this, he says Nigeria has one of the largest livestock populations in Africa, comprising over 58 million cattle, 64 million sheep, 124 million goats, and 660 million poultry species. And this is basically what he says will be a major placeholder for Nigeria in terms of agriculture and food security at the center of its renewed hope agenda. Now, this was something I remember him making this statement in 2023. But we are seeing how insecurity has ravaged most of the states that would actually help with livestock production. Okay, recently during the Nigerian government and the US, when Riley Moore and some US senators gave some recommendation concerning Nigeria's dealings to stop the Christian genocide, they told and recommended to the Nigerian government to stop patronizing these persons from the region where there is volatility in their livestock. It says stop patronizing them and stop exporting livestock to them. In fact, they were actually asking for a separation between the South and the North for now because of the Christian genocide. So if the fundamental issue, which is security, has not been addressed, how does the renewed hope agenda intend to make Africa or Nigeria a major placeholder for livestock production, and you're investing such amount of money?
The first thing I think we need to address is the data. I'm an economic analyst, I'm financial expert and all that. I've done this for a long time, and as soon as I saw that data, red flag, alarm bell. So I'm trying to just make it make sense. Excuse me. Nigeria's GDP is anywhere between $277 billion to $350 billion, depending on which data you are looking at.
Yeah.
So if we say that livestock contributes 10% of that, it raises questions for me, because I know that in the agricultural sector, crop farming tends to contribute more to the overall agric sector, and the agric sector as a whole contributes just about 20% to overall GDP. Between 20 to 21% is usually the largest contributor. So to suggest that half of agriculture, the entire agricultural sector's contribution to GDP comes from livestock, I doubt it. I've not been able to check. I was trying to see whether I could just pull up the report very quickly and confirm. I'll confirm before the end of the show. But I doubt that. So for me, again, playing with numbers does not change reality. But we'll leave that at that. To face the question that you speak about, if you want, look, we can double the output contribution. The output from their livestock sector is a very conservative ambition.
Okay.
We can quadruple it. We can multiply it by 10 with proper leadership. So if we get from livestock sector alone, let's assume that the president's estimate and data is correct and livestock contributes $32 billion to the GDP.
Yeah.
We can increase livestock alone to $320 billion in less than 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
Right?
Which should have actually taken place.
Which should have happened by now.
Which should have happened by now.
Some of us were opposed to the idea of setting up a separate Ministry of Livestock Development. We felt a department in the Ministry of Agriculture should be more than enough. Why are you increasing the cost of governance by creating a new ministry? Blah, blah, blah. It's been 2 years. I checked. That ministry was created July 9th, 2024. Right? We're in August now. Today is August 11th, or is it 12th, of 2026. So it's been 2 years and 1 month since this livestock ministry was created out of the Ministry of Agriculture. What have we done? Look, one of the fundamental and primary arguments in support of the creation of that ministry was resolving the farmer header crisis, the clashes. In fact, it was supposed to be the solution. And the reason some of us grudgingly considered to the idea that, okay, maybe this is not such a bad idea, is that we need to address our very, what's the word now, archaic, prehistoric approach to animal husbandry in this country. You know, where people are still carrying cattle by foot.
Yes.
From Maiduguri to Lagos.
Exactly.
Are we crazy? Is something, are we okay? Are we normal?
It is what it is.
It's not normal. It's crazy. Right? Even ordinary Ghana, sorry, with all due respect, I'm so sorry. Ghana is not ordinary. In fact, they're doing better than us in many regards. So, my Ghanaian brothers,
but you can't compare Ghana and Nigeria in terms of population.
I know now, but I can't say ordinary Ghana. So that was a slip of mouth. Even Ghana, they have ranches. So when you see, I tend to hold a bit of a different perspective to public issues sometimes. I don't go with the crowd. When people were screaming against Ruga under Buhari, I was one of the voices that kept saying, what's wrong with us? Do we know what we want? That's the solution. The solution to all of the madness in the Middle Belt, Benue, Nasarawa, Plateau, you know, that involves so-called killer headsmen.
Yes.
Is to remove that whole framework where cattle is grazing on open fields, open in farms. Take it away. Take away that. Because when you remove that, then if people still continue to kill people in Benue, we know that they are not herders. They are not killer headsmen. That these ones are terrorists, they are murderers. So when Ruga came up, I was in support of it. I said, this is so whatever concerns that we had at that time about colonization, about Fulanization, about Islamization of Nigeria, which was the primary objection of many Nigerians that were crying
towards
out,
Buhari.
You know, because it was Buhari. I kept saying, whatever concerns you have, there can be mitigating mechanisms put in place to ensure that those concerns don't materialize, instead of throwing away the baby and the bathwater. And in my opinion, the bathwater wasn't even that dirty. You know, the solution is ranching. Now, what has the livestock ministry done in the 2 years that it's been formed? We have not heard anything about them.
Despite the monies allocated to the sector.
Yes.
And then they want to now increase it.
The allocation, in my opinion, is not even enough, because what we need to do is to create an infrastructure base, an enabling environment for private capital to flow into that sector. We need to establish mega ranches that people can then be encouraged to bring their cattle into, and they will get multiple returns over whatever they're getting today.
But when you have some sort of persons who do not want that, they just want to take their cattle, enter people's farmlands, do what they want, and go.
So the problem is that there is also a cultural aspect to this. There is a way of life thing. Buhari said it. Many of his ministers at that time said it, that, look, the average Fulani man, this is all they know. And this is not just a business for them, it's their way of life. The nomadic culture, where it is who you are. This is the sense of who you are. If you want to take that away, you need to do a lot of hard work in terms of sensitization, mobilization, orientation, talking to traditional rulers, traditional institutions.
Which was the responsibility of the state governors of those states and their traditional leaders.
The person that will lead it will be the livestock minister on behalf of the president, because you are trying to solve a national problem. So you can't leave it to disparate state governments on their own to just resolve. You must come up with a clear policy with incentives strong incentives that will override cultural misgivings.
Yeah.
Right? That will now make these people to say, in fact, they are the ones that will be on their by themselves. Their village heads and they are called the traditional will be the one calling them. Oh yeah, town meeting. Sit down. Do you have sense? Look at what they are saying we will get if we do this thing, and then it will work. What has the livestock ministry? I thought that this was what the livestock ministry will be doing. So if the president is saying that he's contributing $32 billion and he wants to double it, he can do it. But there is no evidence. Like many of the other things with this administration, there is no evidence of any sort that we're headed in that direction. It is just talk. Because of election is around the corner. So we must talk everything up. We must give the impression that we're doing something. I read reports about the activities of the livestock ministry, and I see a lot of good ideas. Tagging cattle with unique identification
numbers, like serial tags. Codes.
Yes, using maybe biometric RFID chips, where you just either hang it around their neck or inject it into some part of their body.
Like it's done in country homes.
It's all over the world. And then you can track them. You'll even be seeing them on a device. All your cattle all over the country, you can see the exact location and where each one is, right? And it's not necessarily something that is particularly expensive. So we have gotten precious little. I want to challenge anybody that is listening now, especially some of your callers who tend to defend the government. There's a particular one in my mind who is my namesake. My name is Mark Oluwasegun Sokwiton. So he's my namesake. Let him tell me the name of the minister. He shouldn't check Google now. He should tell me the name of the minister of livestock.
He's going to check.
He will check Google.
Yes.
Nobody knows this guy. That's the point I'm trying to make, because
we don't even get reports or updates of the activities there.
About Bumi Ojo, Olubumi Ojo. Right, we hear about him every time. You hear about Tunji Adisa, even though he's not particularly doing the Minister of Education. I don't think he's doing well, but at least
he comes up because of issues in the educational sector. So obviously he's been called out for it.
So there are ministers that we see. I mean, goodness gracious, Taiwo Dele is in your face. He's in your life every day.
And now have you noticed he's been giving reports and updates of what's going on in the financial sector?
Yeah, exactly. Because
that's what it's supposed to be like. Want,
right? So I'm just saying that whatever the president is saying, he can do it. It can be achieved.
If he wants to do it.
He needs to do it. It cannot be political rhetoric towards election. That's what it is now.
Very quickly, remember election I said we're going to go to the Osun elections. We're going to still go back to Davido's utterance calling on Trump. A lot of people don't agree with you where you said he doesn't need to call Trump, but he should call Tinubu. After Tinubu called 76 APC top leaders in Osun State, flew them to Aso Rock over the night on Monday. By Tuesday they returned, and all of a sudden we're seeing escalating crisis in Osun State. At Saturday or thereabout, we heard about some certain persons were hurt. Police are actually there. The state has become quite there's anxiety there. It's not supposed to be so. This is just one state. It's like the soul of Osun is being fought for, and I don't understand precisely what is it about the state that they intend to be dogged. I mean, you already have 34 and a half states governors to yourself. I mean, what's the difference with Osun State? Or how will Osun help in any way for you to secure your elections in 2027? Imole, the governor there, has said, I have openly endorsed the president, but it seems like it's not enough. And, Yetola saying, whether you endorse the president 1 billion times, you will take that away from you. It doesn't matter. And you're hearing senators making utterances, giving death threats and telling members to do certain things. And because of what this is already displaying and how riled up the political space is going to be while we are preparing for the 2027 elections, the G100, a coalition of opposition group and party stakeholders, are coming together. They call themselves G100 Platform. They are set to convene a summit in Abuja on August 18, a day to the official campaign for the 2027 elections, to forge a greater unity amongst Nigeria's opposition parties and support one candidate. Okay, now from their tone, if you've been listening to what this G100 is saying, it's an Atiku and Obi thing they want back. But the question is, where were these G100 when Obi was in ADC to stop him from leaving the ADC by all means and reaching a compromise? 2, why now, when things have become the way they are, presidential candidates, everybody has been uploaded on the INEC portal, of what use will it be? 3, these individuals, if they were serious and they wanted to ensure that Tinubu does not come back in 2027, why did they not shelve their own personal interests for the good or for the sake of ensuring that he doesn't return for one reason or the other? And then now, how do you intend to convince these candidates to step down for the other? If you're targeting Atiku and Peterobi, Atiku cannot become a vice president now. He has occupied that role. He's gunning for presidency. Peterobi has said he must be on the ballot, and he has what it takes. Based on Peterobi and his supporters, they believe he won the 2023 elections. I think you've come here to say it to several occasions. So how can someone who supposedly won the elections in 2023 stoop to become a VP when is the time of the South? Atiku is saying that it is not in the constitution about the zoning formula. So how do they intend to bridge this now, between now and the campaign season coming up towards 2027?
Esther, this is your question, Seth. I don't even know.
How? I mean, in what way can they do it other than?
I understand, but I mean, everything you said I agree with. I think there is a very, very narrow chance that something could come out of this.
Okay.
But I doubt it. First of all, one of the reasons that I say that is I've tried to look behind, the veil.
Okay.
This G100, who are they? Right?
Yeah.
And I don't see any heavyweights
there
that can talk to Atiku, for example. Heavyweights that has the clout to sit across Atiku, and Atiku will respect the person's opinion. I don't see it. Some of them are people I know personally, right? So I know what I'm saying. There are quite a number of them and recognizable names, but they don't have the political clout to do what they want to do. If they like, let them be G1000. The point is, you need to convince one of these two gladiators, either Peterobi or Atiku, to step down for the other. Because neither of their followers will accept either one of them being a vice. Obedient no go agree
at all
that Peterobi should be vice to Atiku. And I don't think that the articulated movement will, in fact, it's even for you to suggest is to be seen as an insult that Atiku should be vice president will be on.
Atiku cannot be vice president, but they were the ones that caused it.
So the only thing that they can ask Atiku to do is to step down, right, and galvanize his structures to get votes for Obi and Kwakwanso. Right? So it will look, we have done this calculation many times.
Yes.
The only calculation that beats APC in this election is that you must combine the votes of Atiku and Obi in the last election. You must combine those votes. Kwakwanso and Obi cannot beat Tinubu. Kwakwanso and Atiku cannot beat Tinubu. So it is Atiku and Obi that can beat Tinubu. How do you get one to step down for the other, given all of those peculiarities that I just said? And look, it's late in the day. Even if you can get them now, the other part of the second problem with this is, first of all, the first problem is how do you get them to step down?
Exactly.
Okay. So let's assume that they're able to somehow pull it off magically. Let's assume that Atiku says, "Okay, I'm almost 80."
Yeah.
So let me play.
Is he almost 80?
Is he not 78?
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. So let me play the bigger man. Let me play the role of the
big zaddy.
The big daddy. I don't know about zaddy. The big daddy. And let me be a statesman and step down while I tell my people, vote for this man. Let's assume that they are miraculously able to achieve that. How will you now execute that on election day? Because by now, INEC most likely has placed orders for ballots.
Exactly. And their names have been uploaded, actually.
Their names are on the portal. The parties that will participate, the name may not be a problem, but the parties that will participate, INEC knows all of them already. And guess what? We're 4 months away from the election.
The elections. There's no time.
4 months. Election, I think presidential election is 17th of January, if I'm not mistaken,
yes,
or something like that.
Yes.
Today is 12th of August.
And so a lot of persons may not even be
October,
around for
November,
the elections.
December. So 5 months. We're 5 months away from election. So all of the logistics, and don't forget that most of these ballot papers are printed abroad. Even if they're not printed abroad, if they're printed by the Nigeria Security or Printing Minting, Corporation, it will still take them time to go through the tenders process, right? So you can't just at this late hour be talking about meddling with what the point I'm trying to make is that the parties that are going to be on the ballot is set. So how do you now get Nigerians to understand that when I want to vote, I should cast my vote for NDC, even though I am an Atiku supporter? That Atiku is no longer contesting. Don't forget that the majority, the overwhelming majority of the voters, are either completely illiterate or semi-literate. The complexity of them knowing that NDC will go vote for in order to for them, they will be thinking to themselves that they are voting Obi, a northern person. So Articles 7.8 million, I think it was 7 point something million votes in the last election.
Possibly 6 point something million
6.1,
votes.
right? Maybe my rough estimate will be 5 million of that are people in the villages, in the hinterland. How do you convince those ones to understand that when they want to vote, they should vote NDC, not ADC? That is their person that they want to vote for. So what you are likely to see is that you have a lot of confusion and you will lose votes. So it is extremely difficult to pursue any kind of coming together now. I think it's a bit late in the day. If they can do it, I will be happy, because me, I want proper contest.
You want a proper contest, right?
Yes, of course. I want somebody to give APC a run for its money. It's the only way that you are guaranteed good governance.
But one of the persons proposing this, a major proponent of this, is Salihu Lukman. And my worry with Salihu Lukman is this. Salihu Lukman was in the ADC. He was a former APC chieftain. You guys were complaining, despite the fact that, yes, they gave the Obi supporters and Peterobi that flexibility to do what they know how to do, right, in that particular political party, right? Mr. Shegun, please kindly concentrate. Now, despite all of that, sir, despite all of that, they saw these misgivings. Peterobi wanted the primaries to be zoned to the south. He was like, I respect Mr. Atiku Abubakar, but it's the time of the south. Zoning to the south will remain there. And when that did not take place, according to them, they said Atiku did not directly meet Mr. Peterobi. So these guys who are forming this G100, because we're seeing Modibo, we're seeing Salihu Lukman, we're seeing a lot of these guys coming together to say, please, if APC, in fact, the PRP chairman, former special advisor to the president on political matters, right, that left that position, said if Tinubu comes back in 2027, the north is finished. I don't even understand what he means by that statement, because I see this government pamper the north. It's the southeast that has kind of suffered in this government. The north has been pampered, so I'm surprised why they think the north will be finished. But in regard to what is actually going on, these people are saying, you know what, the stage for this summit needs to come on board, but they are targeting I mean, I watched the interview yesterday on Arise TV. You could tell that it's an Atiku and Peterobi. How do you convince these individuals to step down for the other? The supporters are saying, no, it's not possible. The only way they would give all their all is if Atiku decides to support. So right now, there is a dilemma. But then what other means can these people come together to support? Because to be honest with you, with the fragmented opposition, I don't see how they intend to be a major contest towards the APC.
Let me tell you what I think needs to happen.
Okay.
In terms of major contest. Forget coalition, it will not work.
All right.
It will not work. We have the evidence of history to back that up. It will not work. We tried it in 1999. AD 2003.
Okay.
AD, going into some sort of arrangement with President Olusegun Obasanjo. Well, it worked for Obasanjo in that there was nobody from the southwest. I think it was Olufalaye that stepped down for him, right? On the understanding that, okay, vote. Now listen to this. So vote AD at the gubernatorial level, but for the presidential, vote PDP. Because Falaye is not running, they went into a coalition with Obasanjo, right, so that they can defeat who was the candidate? I think it was it not Atiku? I can't remember who was the candidate again. Buhari, right? Now, what happened was that the southwest, that was how AD lost the entirety of the Southwest except Lagos. Only Tinubu survived it. Because, you know, our electorate are not sophisticated enough for that kind of complex thing. Oh, vote for this party for this particular position and vote for a different party for another position. Are you joking? When they go to that place, they've told them this is the logo. For some of them, they can't read APC, right? So it's the logo. They will tell them Igbale, you know, where you see broom, just put your thumbprint on broom. If you see this, put your thumbprint on it. You are not telling them if you see broom, put your thumbprint for president. Then if you see good luck sign, I mean, what's that? 2 fingers in the air for NDC. How do you want to make it work? It's ridiculous. So it's not going to happen.
Okay.
So the way that I think you can get a real contest against the APC is by the one guy, and I've been saying it. People think that maybe I'm a Peterobi supporter. Not necessarily.
You were?
Not necessarily.
You changed your mind. I don't know why you changed your mind.
Don't out me, Jare. Don't out me.
You said it yourself
don't
here.
Out me. Yeah, okay, I said it on
here. Yeah, you said it here.
Okay, but I don't want to be singing it. You know, I'm not saying this because I'm necessarily a Peterobi supporter. Of course, there are things I like about him.
Okay.
There are things I definitely don't like. But one of the things I know, whether I like it or not, is that he has a following.
Okay.
It's organic, it's natural, and it's massive.
Yes, it does.
It's massive. It's much more than the supposed 6.1 million votes. I know what I'm saying because I've seen it.
The supporters are much more now than then.
They are more. I don't know whether they are more now. I'm saying then.
Then, okay.
They were far more than then. And what has changed? The people that really supported him then, their heart is still with him.
Yes.
They may not be supporting him anymore because some things have happened.
Or they believe that the system may be...
Exactly. You know. But many of them, if they had their way, that's their guy. It's like, okay, it's the worst of the various evils that are available. Some people will argue there is no angel. Oh, we know. But this particular devil... his horns are not as long as the horns of the other devils.
But the supporters this time around, something happened. Something happened recently, and we began to see a lot of Northerners say, "We're going for Obi Kwankwaso."
That's but that's the point.
We're tired of what is going on.
But that's the point of having a figure like Kwankwaso working with Obi. It will draw votes from the north. At least you can be sure of the Kwankwasia movement. 1.4. Yeah. My own point is that it's not enough. It's not enough. All right. So the issue is that the Obi as a person, if his people are listening to this, right, is that he has to find a way to believe in himself.
All right.
He has to find a way to believe in himself. He doesn't believe in himself.
You think so?
I believe. I know that perfectly well. If he believes in himself, then he will not be thinking that I need to go into some alliance. He doesn't.
No, he's not the one. He's not the one. It's certain elements are proposing it. He's not the one at all.
What do you mean?
The G100 summit.
I don't know about that, but I'm saying that even he himself, if he comes out and speaks categorically and
he's been speaking categorically for his party.
We are going it, and he's not. Look.
No, he's not the one. It's even some northern delegates that are actually advocating for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a very short break. We'll be right back shortly. The Evening Rush continues, so kindly stay with us.
Can you hear it? Can you feel it? The fire is burning. Christian Pentecostal Mission International proudly presents PYV International Conference 2026. Theme: Ignite. This is more than a conference. Get ready for life-changing ministrations with Reverend Dr. Messi Ezekiel, Archbishop Dr. Emma Isong, Pastor Pat Akem Binger, Pastor Tokwe A. Godson, Reverend Chimezie Unduku, and an unforgettable worship experience with Judy K. Date: Wednesday 19th to Sunday 23rd August 2026. Time: morning session 9 a.m., evening session 5 p.m. Venue: CPM Camp City, Kilometer 56, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ayetoro Bus Stop, Ogun State. Convener: Reverend Dr. Messi Ezekiel, General Overseer, Christian Pentecostal Mission International. See you at PYV 2026. PYV, act Effective CPM. Jesus Christ is Lord.
Voice of the people, 90.3 FM. Now you have a voice.
Give malaria a double punch of Peterobi and ammonia queen. An effective combination that Camosunate. 3 days anti-malaria therapy. Comes in 4 different packs for different age groups. Below 1 year, 1 to 6 years, 7 to 13 years, 14 and above. Camosunate.
Camosunate, effective anti-malaria for all ages. Marketed by Janet Pharmaceuticals Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read the leaflet inside.
You are listening to your the number one station, the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
Parents, you've worked hard to give your child the very best future. With a 90% graduate employment rate in the first 6 months of graduation, that future could be right here at Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British branch campus in sub-Saharan Africa. The same globally recognized UK degree, accredited to the highest international standards, all within a modern learning environment. Applications are now open. Visit lancaster.edu.gh to apply today. Lancaster University, Ghana, a global degree at your doorstep.
To the city's #1 super dial. Voice of the people, 90.3 FM. Lagos.
House dey dark and NEPA bill dey choke. E dey worry you as e dey affect your business. So no turn don come. Imagine say you wake up for morning, light no shake, fridge don block, business no get wahala, everything dey okay. No be dream o. With Yohaku, na you dey control your light. Yohaku dey sell gas cooker, freezer, fridge, and dem go furnish you with modern kitchen o. Whether na inverter, batteries, panels, smart street lights, be na solar AC system wey you wan use for house, business, abi for industrial work, Yohaku stand chim to help you. Bye to NEPA bill o. No wait till transformer go spoil again o. Oh yeah, run call Yohaku for 070-121-30260 or 080-324-82573, or you fit to call 080-669-60066. For Lagos, we dey for shop F1179 Industrial Section, Ojo Alaba International Market, or shop G6 Electronic Section, Alaba International Market, Headline, Uche Ubochi Plaza, Abuja office na Corporate 13, Dubai International Market, back of Games Village, Karo District for Abuja. For Port Harcourt, we dey for number 51, Oporo Road, Eziowa Elite Trade Center for Rivers State. Yohaku website na www.yohakuproducts.com. Online store na www.yohakustore.com. Yohaku, from sun to earth, we dey make your mind dey cool.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. This is still Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Machuko and my guest analyst this evening is Mr. Segun Shokpita. Now, Mr. Shokpita has made a couple of assessments which a couple of you may disagree with concerning the fact that some of the proposals of the previous administration, despite it sounding good, implementation was horribly poor or not even implemented at all. Now, Mr. Segun, very quickly, while we are going through this process, we already said something that Trump is already the eye in the storm with what is going on in the UK, in the US concerning midterm elections. Yet, some Nigerians are heavily calling him out to see how he can intervene in the next elections. Some persons are even saying Mr. Trump should install someone else, anybody else aside from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But it's a scary development to think that the US in one way or the other would help you out to do anything when they always have a personal interest in whatever it is they do. They always have a personal interest. We saw what is going on in Venezuela and how obviously they've taken over their oil. They're saying that the same thing could take place. But let's see how this goes. With this opposition coming together to say we need to have broad-based discussions. So far, they said they've met PDP, ADC, NDC, APM, PRP, and SDP. Now, the NDC's leader is Siraka Dixon. PRP, obviously, we know is, what's his name? The former special advisor to the president, and a lot of other the PDP leaders. I'm sure it will be to the key faction, obviously. APM, Sheyi Makinde, we already know that, but it's now about these presidential candidates, the Donald Duke, the Omoyele Sowore, the Adebayo, all of them to say, okay, we agree. Now, Sowore will obviously not want to be in the mix of this, because he has stated that once he becomes a president, he's going to introduce fuel subsidy, because he alleged that there is still fuel subsidy. They're still subsidizing, and that the subsidy is not benefiting the poor, it's benefiting the rich. The APC government will give you a different scenario. Secondly, what we're now beginning to see is some form of religious intolerance. There are sparks, there are fears that with what was said lately, that the northern region, especially for those who may not be literate enough, may just absorb whatever it is they're being told in their traditional centers or mosque and just go along with it. It's different for the south. They're educated and they're quite exposed. So at this point in time, why are we not calling for religious tolerance heavily? Because we already know how this plays a huge role in our polity as elections are getting close.
Okay, so let me quickly reiterate, because you went through a number of topics as you were talking.
Yes.
Let me quickly reiterate. Anybody that is asking for Trump to come and help us, they don't know what they're saying. With all due respect to them, like how? I just want somebody to propose to me how. Outside of a clandestine, maybe CIA-induced kind of thing where you have some sort of, maybe, I don't know, we're on air, one has to be careful.
Okay.
How? It makes no sense, right? So let's just junk that in one corner.
But if he monitors it or
that's all he can do. Monitor.
Just monitor.
You monitor, and then you can say, oh, these elections were not free and fair, as a monitor, and that's all you can do. You will say it will still be the country's institutions that will determine what happens then, right? So forget about all of that. It's a distraction. It's absolute nonsense.
Okay.
With all due respect. Now, quickly moving to the issue of the coalition and all those candidates, Sowore and all that. Well, how many votes did Sowore get in the last election? I don't think it was up to 40,000. So what are we talking about? How many votes can Donald Duke possibly get? And all of those other people. So coalition is not the issue, and it's not the answer here. It's not. It's too late in the day. If you want a coalition, you should have started 3 years ago. And then all of you will come under one umbrella. Then you can now bring your Showore's 40,000. Maybe the 500,000 that Donald Duke can get. Maybe Sheyi Makinde can pull 2 million. Or, you now put it all together under one umbrella, then you are talking. Now that election is 4.5 months away, you are talking of coalition. For me, I'm a bit impatient with all of this kind of thing. Look, at the end of the day, like I said before, Peterobi is the only one. Atiku as well will do he will get votes. He will get good votes.
Okay.
But if you are talking about the person that has enough votes to win on his own, it's Peterobi. But even his followers don't believe it.
His followers?
Yes, even obedience.
Why?
Obedience feel that you need a coalition. You have to be practical. In this country, you have to. That's what your callers, they will soon start calling now. That's what they are going to say.
But they were the ones that actually said, they were the ones who insisted that he should join the NDC.
I understand.
So why do you think
But that's why they
trust?
said he should. What I'm saying is that in the first instance, he had no business going into the NDC. When it was happening then, did I not say it? Did I not say it? I said, what is he going to do with the NDC? What has light got to do with darkness? It is only light that can chase out darkness. Darkness cannot chase out darkness.
ADC, not NDC.
ADC, sorry. Yeah. ADC then. Now, going into the NDC, smart, brilliant, because it's a fresh platform. It's on solid. They call it on solid, unstained, untainted, right? Siraka Dixon, you might call him one of them, one of the establishment politicians who's been there for a while. But you see, I've watched him. I've seen his interventions in the Senate, on the floor of the Senate. This guy has a heart for Nigeria.
You think
I'm telling you, I don't know anything about what he might have stolen money, I don't know. We say all these things about our politicians.
The same PDP boys,
look, the guy, when he talks, he speaks as like somebody who is thinking about Nigerians when he speaks on the floor of the Senate. So for me, I'm okay with that, his party. What I'm now saying is that Peterobi, on that platform, has enough votes to win this election. But does he believe it? One. Does his followers believe it? They don't. They believe that he needs to work with somebody. He needs to work with Atiku. He needs to work with this.
Why are you saying this? I don't think I've ever heard that.
Just wait now. Shebi will soon start getting calls. So what people say is that you have to be practical in this country. You cannot just say you are that. They say I'm being idealistic. That you, for example, I will tell you, what is Peterobi going to meet Obasanjo for endorsement? What for?
It's not for endorsement, but he's reaching out. You reach out to people. You have meetings, discussions.
For what?
But why? So you don't
For
think
what?
he should meet him?
No, he doesn't need to. He needs to continue to speak to Nigerians. He needs to get his house in order. He needs to do a good housekeeping, put his structures in place, learn from the mistakes of 2023. I was there. So I know the mistakes that were made. Learn from the mistakes of 2023, block them. Then now, come into this race with the knowledge and experience of having done it before and failed. Failure is a good thing sometimes. It can galvanize you to your success.
Yes.
So learn from those things and he will win. This idea of coalition, let somebody go and forget it. Let Obi do his homework. Let him ensure that at every single one of our 156,000 polling units, he has 2 representatives. That did not happen in 2023. So in certain places, votes were changed and there was nobody to challenge them. I have a friend who was at a place, he was not a polling unit agent.
He had to become an agent.
Somebody I know. He became an agent on ground because he wanted to protect Obi's votes. And they tried to attack him. He followed the ballot paper to the collation center, to the rack, to the zonal, the local government collation center. And they tried to beat him up. He managed to get 1 or 2 other obedience around him that time. And they managed to stay there. So they prevented hanky-panky. But in many other places across the country, not just in Lagos, there was nobody.
I heard people even collected monies, ran away, carried the votes, gave it to the other party.
So those are the things that you need to fix, and then you will win. I'm saying he will win. You know, so, but again, like I said, neither he nor many of his followers believe this thing. They just believe that you have to work with some people, blah, blah, blah. So that's that about coalition. Now, on the issue of religious tolerance or otherwise, no be today. There is a proverb, but I think it's a bit crass, so I'm not going to I'm not going to crack out on air. All right, no be today. So this religious intolerance thing is a part of who we are. The North is predominantly Muslim. The South is predominantly Christian. And people, political leaders and religious leaders, they work hand in hand to use that religion to try and achieve their own selfish end of gaining access to power and the loot, the treasury. That's what they are doing. You know? And that's a cleric. That was talking. He was speaking for his pockets.
You think so?
He was not speaking for.
You don't think he was
Prophet
speaking
Muhammad.
the minds of them?
He was not speaking for Islam. Even this afternoon I still watched a very, very staunch Muslim. In fact, the guy went on air. He went on the show with his Quran and was quoting from the Quran the places where the Quran talked about the Immaculate Conception of Jesus. You can't call Christians infidels. That, you know, you have to understand Muslim literature, the structure of Muslim literature, Islamic literature and scripture to a certain extent to understand why these clerics do what they do. Right? So I won't go into much details
but
there. I'm not an
is it not
authority
the
in
same
that.
Quran that the Southwest teaches?
That's what I'm saying.
Why
That's
is
what I'm
the
saying.
indoctrination different?
Because there are sects and the scripture in the they call it mosaic religions, Islam and Judaism. The scriptures are not just, you know, in Christianity, your scripture is the Bible.
Yes.
It's canonized. Everything outside of the canon, they call them apocryphal books. You don't refer to them when you are talking about your doctrine and your belief in the faith. In Islam, it's not exactly like that. There is the Quran, and then there is a number of other books.
Like the
many
Hadith
of them,
and all
Hadith,
of that stuff.
Many of them. And people, different sects, take their primary teaching and beliefs from those books. So sometimes these clerics will take something that some person who was close to Muhammad said, and they will now turn it into law and scripture. So I've spoken to a lot of Islamic friends who will tell you these things, right? So this cleric is not speaking for all of Islam. He's not. He's speaking on behalf of his political paymasters. So when you talk about religious intolerance all these divisions is political too at the end of the day.
Do
It's not about religion.
In school, we used to recite.
It's not about true religion.
We used to recite the Quran. Well, when I mean recite the Quran, it was like what you call normal songs, school songs that we sing. So sometimes, when they fast, the school gives them a special food because they're allowed to cook. So we want to eat that special food. That's just because when the school cooks, sometimes the school food is not tasty. So when it's that fasting period, they put aside their food, they don't cook it, or they give them raw food. They're allowed to come in with small stove and everything to cook. So yes, they're allowed. So a lot of us Christians, that time we'll go to the mosque and follow them to pray. So generally, obviously, when they're citing the Quran, even if we're gisting and playing, we follow them to read the Quran. And funny enough, in a way, they have a way, that thing has a way of harmonizing. You begin to just sing it along. We're just singing, reading it, reading it. When we finish, we follow them to go and cook and eat better food. It wasn't a problem at the time because we didn't have issues with it. We didn't even know if this was a different hadith or whatever. In some point, we even learned how to write Arabic.
The point I'm trying to make, Esther, is that
the question
it's still not a problem.
At this point,
yes,
it's not like we're going back in time where things have not evolved to the point that there is a certain level of tolerance.
No, there were not. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not. The tolerance is very, very much in place. The tolerance is very much in place. Muslims and Christians have no problems with each other. Even in the north, Muslims and Christians don't have problem. You see all of that violence that you see, there are clerics behind it, and the objective is not religious. I'm telling you, this idea of go and slaughter the infidel, this is just indoctrination, and it is largely political. So I'm saying that the problem we have is politicians that are abusing religion for their own end, and if we want to fix the problem, we need to face our politicians, as Muslim, as Christian, as whatever you believe, traditional religious practice, anything you believe. Bring your Shogo, bring your Oya, bring your Jesus, bring your Muhammad. Let us all together face the politicians and tell them, yes, no, these are my brothers, they are not my enemy. I will not kill them. Oga, leave our money. Then we're talking. So that's it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to take a listen to the streets. We went to the streets to conduct what you would call get the purview, get the pulse of some Nigerians on what they think of who they intend to support and why they are supporting. So let's take a very close listen to this. This was carried out by one of our interns. Her name is Peculiar, very petite, from Crawford University. Yeah, they came for internship here. So let's take a listen to this.
Yes, I don't think I'll be voting because I will be busy on election day. If you ask me who I'll be voting for, I don't think any of the candidates tickle my fancy. But I think this person is going to win. I will tell you categorically that Tinubu is going to win the election because he has shown to be a good politician. And if you look at how things are, look at how things are presently, the what's it called? The lead up to the election is showing us that it will likely win, because when you look at APC having over 30 governors or 30 states being controlled by the APC, what do you expect? Each of the state governors will literally want to deliver their states for the ruling party. But I think the opposition have a chance if they can work together as a team. I don't see that happening because all of them, I don't think, have interest of Nigeria at heart. But if they can work together, that's really where they can be able to sit the present leader. Because that was what happened in 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014 or 2015? One of the elections, the 2015 elections, the gang up against Jonathan. I won't say gang up, but they actually work together. But I don't see that happening this time around. But if they can do that, I actually think you have a little fight to put against the president. Well, if you ask if I have to vote, who will I vote for? I don't think there's one of them. I don't think I can vote for any of them, but I can actually tell you who will likely win based on facts and everything on the ground. Understand? All right. Like looking at the present economic situation, that is, economy is topsy-turvy, and citizens are actually going through a lot of hardship. Personally, I will vote for Peterobi because when he was the governor of Anambra State, apparently we've seen what he has done. We've seen that if the privilege is given to him to become the president of this country, it will actually metamorphose in a whole lot of things, and the citizen will benefit so much. So, I'm not saying based on other people's opinion. I'm saying based on my personal opinion that I'm voting for Peterobi. Peterobi is a kind of is transparent. Is somebody that can give account of everything. Is accountable to everything, and I will not hesitate to vote for him. Thank you very much.
I'll go to. Are you in Nigeria? They are cheap. I don't think they are cheap. They are cheap too much. So no have anything to offer Nigerians. Is a criminal. I'm not hearing you. I'm voting for Peterobi because he's the most competent among all. We've checked him from when he was governor till date. We've checked his profile. Everything has been on check. Everything on check. And everything, there's no complaint. All right. So they haven't checked all his profile. They tried to find reason not to dismiss him or find any allegation against him, but they couldn't find none. So to me, he's the most competent.
I would like to vote for Peterobi, the presidential candidate of NDC. And why I should vote for him is because of what he represents. He represents the masses. He's only a blind man, a deaf man, somebody that does not hear, that is not hearing what APC government is doing. A blind man that's not seeing what APC government is doing, we say he's going to vote for APC. But for me, I'm ready. I wish the election is tomorrow because at times in the morning, when I wake up in the morning going out, I pick up my voter's card, thinking maybe when I wanted to take my ID card, I pick up my voter's card because I thought maybe it's the next day. So I'm eager to vote. We are waiting.
All right, we just took a few excerpts of the polls of Nigerians in whom they consider to vote. We have quite a lot of them. Some supporting the APC, some supporting the NDC, and they all gave their reasons, but due to time constraints, let's actually take your reaction on what was discussed this evening. At this point in time, sir, the Osun senator has come out to debunk the statement that he did not say that Accord party members should be murdered because the Osun governor Adeleke raised that alarm and said that he must be arrested like now. Father Musi quickly came out to say that I did not specifically say that, you should kill Accord party members.
He did, though.
So he was clarifying that. It came under this criticism. So the senator was speaking in Yoruba. He was heard accusing Accord party supporters of attacking APC members and making remarks that were interpreted by some viewers as calling for confrontation. And he was also seen challenging those at the gathering to record his comments and circulate them online. He said it. He said, record me, circulate this, So while he was reacting to this, his media office has come out to say, kill Osun Accord with votes.
Irony, liar. All liars will go to hellfire. That spokesman is a liar.
He said, kill Osun Accord with votes, not violence, Senator Fadamusi tells APC. And the senator's comments were intended as a political expression, encouraging APC supporters to defeat Accord supporters through voting. That's what the media office is saying. So he described the remark as a call on supporters to overwhelmingly reject the Accord party at the ballot box through lawful, peaceful, and democratic means during the August 15 governorship election. So that the senator's statement was purely political and metaphorical.
Hey, Jesus, I hear you.
that he did not call for the physical attacks of Accord party members. But Adeleke is asking for him to be arrested, like now. How will he be arrested? When they did not arrest Jingir, is it the father who wants to arrest?
Have they arrested Gumi? Where is Bobby Gio?
What do you want Bobby Gio to do?
To come and declare this one will go to Hellfire. Nonsense. You don't know. You need to see that Bobby Gio clip. That time, the one that was saying no footballer can. She gave a list of professions people that would never go to heaven. They all go to Hellfire. This one, this lie that these people are lying. I think their Hellfire self must be on this earth.
Chai.
Because I listened to that thing.
You listened to that?
I listened to it. There was no ambiguity.
It was plain.
In his meaning. His meaning was clear. And then he emphasized it. He said, anywhere you see them. Is it votes you are talking about when you say anywhere you see them, kill them? He said, anywhere.
So why did he lie?
That's in Yoruba. That's anywhere you see them, killing. Kill. So he wasn't talking about votes. There is no way you can spin it. I mean, I don't understand why grown-up adults, they have children. How would they tell their children not to lie when they are lying in plain sight like this? The video was clear. It's recorded. Don't they know that other people can speak Yoruba? They think it's everybody that don't speak Yoruba. So we saw it now. So the guy needs to be arrested because he was inciting people to violence. And when he said it, the person that was recording, like you were saying earlier, the crowd there was a small crowd.
Yes.
Was probably in his house, in front of his house or something. It wasn't exactly a campaign ground. So the people that were around him, maybe about 50 to 100 people, they started cheering. So the person that was recording now panned this video across to their faces. My sister, area boys, when you see rough looking guys who can actually kill. That's what I saw. There were some people in the crowd that these are just regular folk, and you could actually see some were not quite as enthusiastic.
They were not comfortable with that.
Yes, you could see it in some of the body language of some of them. They were laughing and all that, but you could see that they were a bit restrained. Yeah. But some were jumping up and waving leaves. So if anything happens, look, let me tell you, if anything happens on that election day or prior to that, this guy is liable.
Is it that he didn't know what he was saying, or he believes he has the protection of the president?
Look, let me tell you. One of the things our politicians, if you don't know, and I'm sure you know it now, you're a media practitioner, we have a culture of impunity. The average political actor, especially the ones that believe that they're big men, they don't believe that the law applies to them. They don't believe it. And in truth, it does not. The truth of the matter is that it does not. Is it not in this country that we saw a senator telling an Uber driver, no, a House of Reps member, that guy, what's that guy's name again? That was telling...
Mascots, that fair guy,
Abia House of Reps guy, telling an Uber driver that I will kill you and nothing will happen.
You to my dogs.
And nothing will happen. And that thing is their mentality. The mentality of the average public office holder in this country is that they are above the law. That's why they don't stop at traffic lights. They don't stop at junctions, even if there is no traffic light and there is traffic police.
They'll just move.
They will not stop. They will blow their siren. In fact, if the traffic cop does not stop other traffic for them, they will get angry. So the law, they are above the law. So that's why this guy did that thing. He knows that what he's saying is wrong. And he was even telling, the way he was telling them, he was saying basically, I don't care. He was saying, record it. He wasn't instructing them to record. He saw that people were recording. He knew that what he was saying was wrong.
Going to go viral.
He knew it was wrong. And he knew that it was inciting. And then he said, go ahead and record it, Joe. Like he was daring them. Record it and post it. Like basically saying, I don't care. Nothing will happen at the end of the day.
It may seem as if nothing will happen.
And you know the truth. It's sad, actually.
Sad.
The saddest reality is that nothing will happen.
No, but I'm disappointed.
Nothing will happen.
In these
the only time that something will happen is if that person is not in APC. If he's opposition. Now, I won't say Adeleke because Adeleke is the governor.
Yeah.
So he too is a part of the impunity culture. Let somebody in NDC
make that statement.
Let Seriake Dixon say something like that. Even though he's a senator today, sitting senator, right?
He'll be arrested.
They will pick him up. I never believed. I've been analyzing. That's why when some people challenge me on air and tell me that what I'm saying is wrong, I know. I'm a human being now. How can I always be right? I analyzed one and I was wrong. I said nothing will happen to El Rufai. How wrong was I?
Shock you.
He shocked my shock. My shock itself is still shocked till today. That guy, till now, they have neutralized him. He used his hand and his mouth
I don't even know how
to hand himself over.
I don't know why he did it.
Handcuff. They call handcuff him.
Tie
rope.
And to make it worse, he doesn't really have a lot of people who like him.
He's completely neutralized, and the guy has always been given to harsh stuff.
Yes,
so people don't really like him.
Like
he talks anyhow. So when he did it, I thought, this is El-Rufai now. He is a friend of the people in power. Maybe because his daddy Buhari is gone to meet the Lord. Maybe that's why they were able to deal with him like this. But I never thought that this guy. But you see, he's in the opposition now. He has been neutralized. So this guy, this Father Ansi guy, I want to put my neck on the line again and say nothing will happen to him. And this time around, I'm sure I'll be right. Because he is a sitting senator, he's an APC member. So nothing will happen to him.
So anything you do in APC is forgiven.
But they said so now. They didn't hide it. Oshomole said it. He said, come over to the APC, your sins will be forgiven.
Do you know the kind of barbarism that has been introduced by this party?
You can't
no respect for the rule of law. The judiciary have been turned to political tools.
It's a joke. What we are seeing under... look, this is not about APC, sorry.
No, but that's from 2015. Look at it now. Look at from 2015.
It's never been this bad, Esther. This is not about APC. Don't mix it up.
It's about what then?
It is about the president, the current president. Let me tell you. This president says he's a Democrat. But anybody that has observed Lagos politics since 1999 till today knows that he's not. He's anything but a Democrat. The things that we're seeing in Nigeria today did not happen under Buhari, who was a dictator. He was a former military dictator. He wasn't as autocratic as what we're witnessing now. How can a party be so brazen as to actually threaten governors that they must join? And governors quietly, sheepishly, quietly, because they know they have skeleton in their cupboard, they will go to jail. They joined. 32 governors. It's unprecedented. It's never happened in the history of this country. And it's happening under a Democrat.
They say he's a guru.
Which guru? He used coercion, he used carrots, he used anything just to get 32 governors out of 36. It has never happened in this country. 4 governors in the opposition camp. 4. Even out of that 4, this Adeleke is part of the 4. He has endorsed Tinubu. Soludo is part of the 4. He has endorsed Tinubu.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? So I don't think we have maybe Sheyi Makinde. Even that one, people are saying that he's actually working for Tinubu behind the door. So really, you might have a situation where truly the 36 state governors are for Tinubu. Maybe the Bauchi guy.
Yeah, the one that joined ABM.
That one is a staunch he's an anti-Tinubu, anti-APC person. Maybe him.
That's Bala Mohammed.
Maybe him. Everybody else, they are in the pocket. Then the judiciary is gone. Any ruling, no matter how senseless it is, with all due respect to my lordships, especially in the Supreme Court, they will just come out with a ruling that doesn't make sense. Me, as an ordinary Nigerian, I already know. How can Peter Lifu give a ruling in favor of somebody that has no locus? Me, that I'm not a lawyer.
You know that it doesn't make sense.
I heard it for the first time. I said, this person is a busybody. That's what lawyers call it, because I've had a lot of cases. I have a lawyer. I have my own lawyer. So I've had cases, and I've been told, even in my organization, my civil society organization, we have a legal advisor who tells us we try. So many times, I will bid because I'm the chairman. I will try to instigate a lawsuit. The man will say, don't waste your time. That you don't have locus. That the court will eventually throw it out and say you are a busybody. So it's language amongst their circles, busybody. He said you just waste money. So I knew that case against the NDC, or was it ADC, the one that Lifu ruled on?
Yes.
That it was dead on arrival. That organization was not even a political party. It's an association of former legislators, nonsense like that. How can they give a ruling on behalf of people that are completely unrelated to the matter? And so me, that I'm not a lawyer, I know it. So judiciary, gone. The Supreme Court in this country gave a judgment in a matter that they themselves have said that they don't have jurisdiction over. Comedy. They first of all started though and said, this matter, we don't have jurisdiction over it. But we will give our opinion. Then they went ahead and gave a ruling that people are citing till today. It is so ridiculous what we are witnessing in this country today, and it is under the leadership of somebody who says he's a Democrat. So today now the executive is building houses for judges. Do you understand how much
And
of
they're doing it
malpractice?
brazenly.
It's so brazen. The kind of malpractice that represents in the legal profession, that you are collecting gifts, not gifts. You are collecting. You can't even call this one gift again, from people that you litigate over regularly.
They're not even pretending. No.
They're not pretending anymore.
They're not pretending. No.
A governor moved over to the APC. I think it was the Akwa Ibom man, the pastor.
Yes, Umo Eno.
He moved over to the APC and then told his commissioners that you must come with me.
If you don't,
if you
get
don't come
out.
with me, I will sack you. You see, it never used to. You can't do it. It's wrong because you are infringing. You are basically infringing on the right of association, freedom of association. So nobody used to do it in the past.
So are we saying that the last democracy we supposedly experienced was Jonathan? Is that what we're saying?
No, the last democracy we experienced was under the dictator, the former dictator called Buhari. Buhari will tell you, let them do their election. Whoever wins, let them. Buhari allowed Bukola Saraki to become Senate president. He knew. They told him about it. He was just picking his teeth. The man no care. You know, that was the last time we had a semblance. We've never really had a democracy in this country. Let's not deceive ourselves. We have civil rule. So now we're getting away from civil rule to an autocratic civilian rule.
Man.
It is so terrible. So the point I'm trying to make is that the reason we're seeing all of these aberrations is that, you know, everything rises and falls on leadership. I love that quotation so much because it symbolizes how life works.
Yeah.
In the Bible, there is an equivalent of it, that the anointing flows from the head of Aaron through his robe down to his feet. So we use that scripture a lot to talk about how things flow from top to bottom.
So it's what flows from the head.
It's what will affect everything. It will affect your chest. It will affect your neck. It will affect your waist. It will affect your elbow, ankle.
It's bad, Mr.
Foot.
Shegun. It's bad.
So that's what we're witnessing. This man is just talking. This father will see. He knows nothing will happen to him.
I dislike the nonsense.
He knows what he's
doing. Nonsense is just happening anyhow.
Anyhow. I talked about judiciary. You know, as you finish with judiciary, you go to legislature. The Senate president is a senior special advisor on ceremonial openings to the president. He is the boy of the president, is his daddy. This is the Senate president, the head of the third arm of Nigeria's government. The one that is supposed to be holding the president accountable will be the one going to events and speaking on behalf of the president and saying how well the president has done. You know, we don't realize the kind of problem that we're in as a country, you know. So, and of course, trust Nigerians. We adjust to everything very quickly. We have adjusted. Judiciary is captured. Legislature is captured. All the governors are captured. Everything is captured. Political opposition is captured. NDC is in disarray. ADC is in disarray. And we just say it, and then we continue our lives. JJ, let me tell you, in other parts of the world, these things we're witnessing, chaos. People would be on the streets.
Yeah.
People would be on the streets. They would demand. In fact, we would never have gotten to this place in most other parts of the moment that Supreme Court's ruling that validated the sacking of Fubara in Rivers State, because that thing was unconstitutional.
It
was unconstitutional. There is any lawyer that is saying it was not is lying to himself, and they know that they're lying. Lawyers are, they are paid to lie. Sorry, my legal friends. So it was from that moment that people would have entered road and scattered everywhere. People, I'm not talking of Rivers people, in countries that understand what happens. Protests would have broken out all over the country, and they would have reversed themselves. So when are we going to wake up? The point, I'm sorry for my long diatribe, the point of all of this is that one day we must get tired enough to say enough and enter road and not be afraid that they will send soldier and mobile policemen to kill us, because nobody is going to go to heaven alive. Nobody is making it out of this life alive. We are all going to die. Stop being afraid of dying. Be ready to believe in something enough
to die for
it. Then you will be free.
All right, let's take your reaction very quickly. 08036929933, 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338, 0817-1756-338. We're going to go about the conversation today 40 seconds, so we can take so many calls. All right, we need to be able to take so many calls this evening. 08036929933. WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Hello? Okay, the WhatsApp caller, we can...
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Yes, this is Malik speaking.
Malik, welcome. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. Hello, Malik.
Network.
Your network is not good, oh Malik. Pico, call us back.
With the toxins.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
How are you, sir? Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Is this Bello?
Yes, my name is Malam Bello Usman. I am calling from Hoodil Kano.
I love his
Malam
voice.
Bello! I've missed you!
I love his voice so much.
Thank you very much. I miss you so much too.
Oh, Malam, welcome.
I greet your guests.
I greet you, Malam.
Do you know why I am very happy? I am happy this time around that the hunger and hardship opened the eyes of many Nigerians today, because I personally also should be ashamed of myself by in our religions we don't cover our face like a woman with hijab, but by this time around all of us that voted for these governments of APC, by this time we all of us are supposed to cover our face with shame, because this is not a government. Even military government, I don't know much about many military governments, but I'm not sure it is as worst as
it wasn't as bad, my brother. Me, I know.
You know, so first of all, let me apologize to every Christian, because I am not apologizing on behalf of the Sheikh Jingir, but I am apologizing on behalf of all Muslims, because Islam doesn't teach nonsense, which I believe. It is my religion. I don't denounce it because of what Jingir have said. But if there is anybody in this country to be called infidel, it should be Sheikh Jingir and his family. That is that. So I apologize for that on behalf of the Muslim. But why I am happy mainly is if there is going to be serious chaos in this country, it will start under this Tinubu come 2027, because if the will of people is not prevailed, some of us that decided to be law-abiding citizens, we are not going to take it anymore. By the grace of God. So we are waiting and we are watching. But for the Jingiri to say that everybody must vote for APC, speaking for himself, nobody, I don't see any sheikh in this world that will convince me to vote for Muslim ticket. It is rejected and is dead on arrival. Thank you very much.
Malam Bello, thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear from you this evening.
Thank you very much.
All right, good night. Wow. Oh,
God bless that man.
Yeah.
I love
Shola,
him.
how are you?
I love him so much.
Malam Bello.
I love him.
It's just that he has married.
He has married me. I love him, whether he marry or not.
Hello, Shola. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. I'm calling from Shola.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. I greet you.
I greet you, sir.
How are you doing?
Very fine, thank you. Good
Yes, sir,
afternoon.
Mr. Shokutan. I greet you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I want to say. That I want to corroborate what Mr. Shokutan said. You know, we are Yorubas. I saw that video and I shook my head. That man said, "Ekpamodan, if you go and keep them away." So how can you now put your word and say that you want to use vote? You know what came to my mind? You know what came to my mind, Esther? Every time I see these acts of violence and utterances from these people, I just remember the president. Is this what kind of democracy did this man? I keep remembering even when it was a contesting when I push on Williams. You know, I might go back to push on Williams. So this man's journey is tainted, and you still see people suffering. Is this democracy? Please, wherever they are, let them answer. Is this how developed nations of the world that are doing well? Is this the kind of democracy they play? Mr. Shokuto, please let me explain to Esther what Jagidi Jagan means. This is Jagidi Jagan. This is nonsense. And let me tell you, it cannot end well. It cannot end well like this. You know, I said it yesterday. We need intervention, no? And I don't know where this intervention will come. Where are the other statesmen? Where are they? They come and save this country. This country is going down the drain. This election option, you see what will happen. It's a test running. It will be a
litmus test. It's a litmus test.
Yes, on how
should show their
self. You will see that. In fact, Esther, let me just rest my case. I keep shaking my head for this country. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Shola. Thank you for calling. 08036929933, 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, good evening. Turn down the volume of your radio.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Ola from Ejibo.
Ola from Ejibo. Welcome, sir.
Yes. You see, that Senator Fadausi.
Yes.
Fadausi is from my hometown in Elisha. You understand? It's unfortunately that man said what he said. You understand? It's wrong. And I'm expecting our KBC, the whole of Okumopijela, to do something about it. You understand? Because what they are doing is wrong. And any that you spoke with is like maybe they are putting something on their head.
He called the KBC. He warned them that they should not be part of it, or that anybody that is supporting any other person aside from APC.
That's what I'm saying. Now that they said what he said, I think that they should call him to order. You understand? Because there's a lot of killing in the land. You understand? And for him to say what he said this morning, they should arrest him. They should prosecute him. That's what I want to say.
All right, thank you so much, Ola. Thank you for calling. All right, 08036929933. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. How are you? Welcome.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir.
And good evening, Mr. Sopiton.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, heaven is yours.
Amen.
For speaking out the truth. Because we rarely find people who come out to say that single word, that truth. And again, look at the other Malabello. You see how he spoke?
Correct.
So, when people like you, even the last guy who talked, I mean, when people like you talk, it gives us that ray of hope that maybe tomorrow Nigeria may be better. How can somebody, you just everywhere, you cornered everywhere, you cornered every other human being. They are now behaving as if they don't even have that thinking faculty. Look at the governors, just like you said. For God's sake, where are we headed? I mean, it's getting out. Things are out of hand already. It's not as if it's getting out of hand. Things are out of hand. And I always said, people I expect to talk. How can one man just corner a whole country? For crying out loud, haba. In short, God bless you people. God bless you people. So this night I have hope.
Oh, Mr. Boyerson, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hello, good evening. How are you? 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817175638. That is the WhatsApp number. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Well, what was your promotion?
Welcome, sir. Please go ahead. Turn down the volume of your radio very quickly.
Please, let me hear.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio quickly?
Let me move. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Please, I want to appreciate your guests. Appreciate Malambelu. Appreciate Shola. Not just for this night, for the objective and constructive ways they discuss national issues.
Yeah.
And I believe many other people are still outside who maybe doesn't have the opportunity to call in. But when you listen to people like this, you still believe, as the last caller said, there's still hope for this country. But at the same time, there's a weapon we should use. As they are talking, let every other person join hand in condemning. Let us put the pressure on the government. They will surely succumb. Let's not think as if they can purge. It's a lie. They are afraid of us. But they're using intimidation. They're using gra-gra to intimidate us. But if we allow them, they will excel. If we don't allow them, they will not. Let us join hands together. It's becoming messier. How can somebody make such the check that made that statement over there? So far as the fact that he was talking in favor of the government, nobody will even talk about him. Had it been he spoke against the government, they would have picked him from the pulpit.
Immediately.
From that to all.
So what they did to Bishop Onaiko?
Basic. Then the other guy that was saying making that statement at Osun State, just look at that. But the government was busy sending policemen to commissioner's house. Commissioner's house is in Osun. Those who doesn't have any threat or hanging on their neck or who coming out to pronounce any violence. But the people who came out under camera pronouncing violence, encouraging violence, promoting violence, up to this moment, nothing has been done about it.
So
they were allowed to come and give us explanation. And they were talking about just like the Mama Nkechi issue in 2023. Where somebody was saying he was referring to Mama Nkechi or something like that.
Mama Shinedu. Mama Shinedu.
So please, let us put sentiments aside. Let us put tribalism aside. Let us fight these monsters that are bedeviling the whole of the nation. If we allow this to continue, it will get worse. By the time they come back, they will give you the other side of it, which we may not stand to withstand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for calling.
So much. God bless you.
Thank you for
There's
calling,
something
sir.
he said that I want to reiterate.
Yes, sir.
Politicians are afraid of us. Nigerians don't know this. They are afraid of us. So they will never allow you to unite. If you can find a way to come together, that thing that this man said, we will drive them away. If they just see small like this, that is uprising. They are shaking like a shaky daddy.
00369299933. That's the number to call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Mazi Uzoma.
Mazi Uzoma, welcome, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Badagry, Lagos.
All right, sir. Welcome. Please go ahead.
And this is my first time of calling after
Mr. Shopin, kindly stretch out your long hands and help me pass the bell. See? Thank you very much. Welcome.
I want to appreciate you for the good work we are doing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Then the idea is there's something he said that I didn't agree with him.
All right.
He said that Peterobi is not a man of himself. I want to remind him that right from the onset, Peterobi had been saying that I will be in the ballot. They have never failed doing it. Hello?
We're listening to you. Did you say he's not a man of himself or he does not believe?
I never did so. I said he doesn't believe that he can win
this election
by himself alone. Maybe that's what he's saying.
He won't be in the ballot. Even when they force him to go for that coalition, he knows that he will not get the ticket because of Atiku. You understand?
So why did he go there? Why did he go there?
Zone the ticket to the south.
Why did he go there? I knew that he would never get it, my brother. Why did he go there?
Maybe there were promises that we're going to look into your concerns.
He doesn't need them. That's my brother. What I'm saying is that I'm not saying he's not a man of himself. I'm saying he doesn't need anybody. Peterobi on his own can win this presidency. He won the last one, and he can win this one too by himself.
Those set up, these people around him that are trying to. If you look at Peterobi, he believes that he can go it alone. If we allow him, he will do it alone. So we believe so much in him, and we know no matter the coalition that ties this, only Peterobi we believe on, and he will.
All right, sir. Bye-bye. Campaign never starts.
Never starts.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Esther. This is Malik speaking.
Malik, why are you like calling on WhatsApp now? They will start calling you again now. Welcome, Malik. Go
they
ahead.
They don't come you. Your net. I tell you, you get more than 3 calling lines for your normal line.
Now me be management. Now me be get VOP. Then they hear you. Then they make them spend money.
He come to my party. I'll show you the road. Come to APC. Come to APC.
Anyway,
good evening to the gentleman in the studio.
Good evening, sir.
Esther.
Sir.
When you give someone an appointment that's not educated, how do you expect the person to speak in public? Tell me. When you give people appointment that were not really elected and are not educated, do you expect them to speak in public? Look at what a senator is saying, that we should behave like wild animals and eat the other people. Automatically, you are preaching violence already in the election. The clearest man said his own DSS no carry am. Imagine opposition party is saying this thing. Imagine opposition party saying this thing today. You don't see DSS don't carry them, but don't arrest them.
I'm telling you, they will say they want to implode Tinubu's government. They will say they want to take Tinubu's government at all costs.
Do you know that Do you know that we are the genesis of the problem and we are the one destroying the country called Nigeria? Nobody Nobody. My pain is that the people of Nigeria will still vote for those same party again. We don't learn lesson. We don't think ahead of ourselves. We don't even know that we were once a children before we became adults, and we're facing the same crisis our father faced. Then our children will follow the same line again. Esther, our politician dies with money and go to so-called heaven with the money. They don't want to know. That is why the wealth is never enough for them.
Malik.
They want to pack everything. We will not keep anything untouched. So we spend the money in heaven. Look, Esther, this election of Osun State made you to understand that the next election is not going to be free and fair. The president have said it by himself now. What's the English language he said? That
all is fair in politics.
You know that word was copied from Awolowo. I can send you a video of it during the Biafran War.
Yeah.
Awolowo said the same thing. All is fair. We shall make them to be hungry, and the war will still go on.
Go on.
He's copying the same template. But you know, Nigerians are not good in history. We are not good in history. So we live by the cause and die with the cause. Good evening.
Good evening, Malik. Thank you for calling.
You know, there's something that Malik said that I think it bears repeating. In a free and fair election, this government can never win.
So they have to use these tactics.
All
Hello,
is fair.
good evening.
All is fair.
Yes, what's your name? Sir?
This is Mr. Chus from Ijebu.
Mr. Chooks from Ijegun, welcome, sir.
The area I want to talk about, the area a senator, he said that whoever that try to vote, they should kill the person.
No, they didn't say ADCO. Anywhere you see Accord Party members, but they should kill them, yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. Anyone that's going to vote the Accord Party, they should kill the person. The people they are asking to kill, are they not the same or your people?
I don't know for them.
The candidate that they are asking to vote for, is it the same or your people? They should not make a mistake that they affect the same people tomorrow. Because these people are the same people. Or your state is or your state, even if tomorrow. After the delegate will finish, another person will still continue. And Oyo will still remain Oyo. And the people they kill, they will not be able to come back again. Nigerians, we are trying, We are trying.
All right, thank you for calling, sir. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. My
Good
name
evening,
is
how are you? Welcome.
I'm calling from Ijebu.
Welcome.
Why we say one APC make threats against Nigeria, they no fit get the arrest. But if any Nigeria make any threats for APC, they get arrest.
Now, so
we hear one time where we say a woman threat our present wife tonight, man waka free. But later that pay trial when no be say also trial, may see where they go and capture or may they keep on. All this way they do. One day they come out there. But I don't know why somebody just try to say if so person no vote for so okay, who won rule? The same place where they try if they don't vote so person maybe kill. Maybe kill them, who go rule? I don't know why some leaders just they think native like say they know that we say Nigeria go just be like me. 2027 ready for them, do and die. Anybody wey read the nation, make we stand there count our this thing. Enough is enough. The day when Nigeria wake up say this nonsense go to end, we take our country back. Make everyone rise up. How many there be? In one person. How many people want shoot to how many people to die? More na wake up. We don't speak like this. Nobody can wake up.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello.
Hello, I'm hearing you, Evangelist Johnson. I'm calling you from Ikorodu.
What's your name, sir?
Evangelist Johnson, calling you from Ikorodu.
Evangelist, welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I always tell Nigerians we don't need to shout. We don't need to kill ourselves. Let us wait for 2027. As far as I'm concerned, as far as God is alive, we are going to rescue our country from the hand of these people. That is why you see they are doing all that they are doing to scare Nigeria, to pursue us back. We can never go back. We did it in 1993. We are going to do it again. We are going to rescue our country from the hands of these people because they don't have anything good for Nigeria.
all they need to do is to just grab power, grab money, grab everything. At the end of the day, nothing. But we can never allow this to continue. What that man is saying, I said it in another platform. He said it for himself and his family. It doesn't concern Nigeria. Because if we want to go that way, he can never stand. It will never. Darkness can never win the light. It's impossible. It can never happen. APC know that they are leaving us all by 2027. There's no two ways about it. That is why they are forcing themselves. They are pressing forward whether they can. I told them that Nigeria is not Lagos. You can do anything you like in Lagos and go free with it, but you cannot do it in Nigeria. This is a bigger place for one man, for one religion, for one region, for one tribe to overcome. It is impossible. This is Nigeria. We are going to rescue our country, whether they like it or not. It is real. It must happen. God continue to bless Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for calling. See, Mr. Shogwe, there's how you can change narratives about yourself. If there were wrong narratives that surrounded the APC and surrounded the president when he was announced in 2023, he could change all of that.
Why would he?
Yes, he can.
Why?
He can. You can become people-oriented.
Why?
Any corrupt whatever, erase it, remove it,
why?
excavate it, like become transparent. Let's do protocol. Yes. I'm saying it, yes.
Esther.
What I'm saying is that you can change.
A leopard cannot change his spot.
No, you can change if you're determined to change. If you have the interest of the people at heart to change.
But it's working for him. Why should he change?
How is it working for him?
It's working for him. It's not working for everybody else. It's not working for 220.
It's bad. I've never seen a country so polarized, so disjointed. You can't have simple conversation.
Esther.
If you try to have a normal conversation like this, they will just infuse tribe inside. Are they tired?
The Economist magazine just did a piece on Nigeria and Shaguri. I was ashamed. Shame.
27 trillion naira.
Shame, cash me.
Of supposed projects given to him, unbidded.
And when you look into the details of the thing, you know, Oyinbo people, when they write, they know they abuse you. They will not say you are stupid. They will tell you in a way that if you are not smart, you will not know they are telling you are stupid.
And this is a close ally of the president.
They talked about Bagudu, who is they mentioned
Minister of Budgets.
They mentioned the corruption conviction of Shaguri. They mentioned the fact that he is a bosom friend of the president. You know, I was just ashamed. Now, I discussed this thing with some of my friends who are government apologists, and the guy justified it. We have problem,
Church Abasa.
Wala day.
Hello. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
I'm okay.
What is your name?
I think it's Shegun.
Shegun, calling from where, sir?
I'm calling from Mexico.
Welcome, sir. Is this your first time?
Yeah, this is my first time.
My namesake.
Welcome, sir. Hello?
Hey, network.
Please, network. Don't. Mr. Shagun.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
I'm here representing.
Hello.
Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm greeting your...
I greet you, my namesake. I greet you, sir.
Okay, sir. Sister Esther, please.
Yeah.
I want to know what exactly Nigerians need from the government.
Governor or government?
Government.
Okay.
I want to know what exactly that thing that the Nigerians need from the government.
Good governance, sir.
No. The system of the government, of this present government, the economic, social, everything is stable. Right now, what exactly is that thing that these Nigerians in Nigeria? Now, these people, we have in the history of Nigeria, we have never had a president, that attacking these Fulani. Why don't we want them to be arrested?
You said he's attacking them?
Yes.
Are you sure, sir?
I'm telling you, let me tell you, the Fulani owns Nigeria. Fulani owns this country. Fulani, they own this country.
We don't want anybody to attack Fulanis, please. This is not, it's not an intertribal war, please.
Our resources will now be taken
Please, you need to please
How
obey.
do this man, the president
Just imagine.
they want to take over the resources from the Fulani to the Nigerians. No. This depth, this inside ocean that Nigeria is today. I will tell you, we have been in this ocean for very long time, but it has never manifested. I will tell you, but now the thing is manifesting now. We are seeing it. I want to say, hey, until we fight for ourselves. If we didn't fight for ourselves, we need Nigeria cannot move forward. Now, the president that wants to fight for us now on behalf of Nigeria, they now come on board to fight for this country so that the resources now be taken over that have been hijacked by these people, be released to the Nigerians. Now, the Nigerians are suffering. We are suffering. No, we are suffering. Everything is hard. And we will pass through this. If we pass through it, nothing will happen in this country.
Okay, Mr. Shagun, can I ask you a question? You asked what Nigerians need from the government. So let me explain something to you. You talked about the economy being stable and the fact that something that has not been done for a very long time is being done. On paper, it looks good. In reality, the average Nigerians are not feeling it.
We're suffering.
There's serious suffering in the land. Secondly, sir, hold on. There's no unity. There's no hold on, sir. There's no unity. See, I believed so much in the president. Let me not lie to you. There were a lot I expected him to have done that he did not do, and clarified certain narratives that's circulated him, which what is happening now, whether he knows about it or not, everyone is blaming him for it. He's being called out for it. You see, when you see injustice, you call it out immediately. When your ministers are not being transparent, you call them out, you sack them. We had a minister of power who literally was not doing anything until the fact that he wanted to campaign as a governor before he was allowed to step down. Did you hear that? We heard that 2 oil wells were given to personal allies in this NNPC. Just very recently, we got a report that the NNPC leadership, under this current administration and under the current leadership of the president of the NNPCL GM, they gave 2 oil wells to their friends, to their bosom friends. I don't know if you understand what is happening. There is a major contrast between what the president says and what the people are feeling. I don't know why you're not understanding where people are coming from. People say, we don't care what all these supposed northern oligarchs want to do. All their bullshit, deliver true governance, and see Nigerians support him. Whether he wants to stay there for 100 years, they will call him to support him.
So let me just come in. I had what you said, but what I'm saying that I want to know one fact. That one fact is that the subsidy removal and the border closure. These are the major things that make things go hard for the people.
Now, this subsidy removal, who benefited from it?
The subsidy removal and the closure of the border by the late president.
Sir, this subsidy removal, people did not benefit from it. And when subsidy was on, the poor did not benefit from it. So they could have implemented subsidy in other areas.
Please, let me come in. People did not benefit from it. But I must tell you, some people benefited from it.
Yes. Is this same rich people that benefited from it?
Let me tell you one thing. You know why he allowed that to happen? He allowed that to happen because he wanted to go for the because that is the structure of Nigeria. That's on time. If you don't do so, you don't go nowhere. Nigeria is regionalized. Nigeria is going with business. Nigeria is not a place where you want to. If Obi wants to become president today, Obi must liaise with the Fulanis. Otherwise, he can't be there. That's the of Nigeria.
All right, Mr. Shogun. So, let me take other calls. You've taken a lot of time. Well done, sir. Thank you for calling, Mr. Shakes.
I don't even want to talk. You know, my namesake is my namesake, so I'll be gentle. My namesake. What Nigerians want? Do you know Nigerians are the most simple people to rule in this world?
Very easy.
We don't want anything fantastic. In fact, they're not interested in Nigeria becoming Dubai. They just want to be able to go out on a daily basis, do their work, come home and be able to eat. That's all. They want simple, good governance. It's not hard. So, my namesake, that's what Nigerians want. To, if you are looking for answer, that's the answer.
All right. Hello. Good evening.
Yes,
hello.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Thank you for your patience. God bless you. What's your name?
I am Paul from the usual Paul.
Oh, Mr. Paul, welcome, sir.
Oh, Esther, I was enjoying your step dance in Facebook. In fact,
I say, come on, see this, my sister. I was trying to learn your dancing step. I say, in fact, you need to put happiness in this country. I beg, let us not women. Esther, you made my day, and your guest. God bless you. Amen. You are already a candidate of paradise because truth is in you. Amen. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. I value you. I honor you. You are one of those who want Nigeria to work.
Thank you, sir.
And VOP should give award to Esther. In fact, not VOP. The National Broadcasting Corporation.
Nigeria Media Award.
Her program is the best program on radio.
Hey, I has been waiting. Oh, I don't know why the call just went off. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening, sir. Mr. Shegun.
Good evening, sir. God bless you.
Okay, my name is Chango. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you. See, the problem of this country, to me, is very simple. Simple in the sense that the politicians, they know what they are using. They use tribalism, religion, and other means to understand to divide us. Just like previous scholars have said, that if we come to, to a normal sense and realize that when we unite together, they are afraid of us, that will mark the beginning of, our freedom. Just come to by next by the special grace of God, if we unite, are we together?
Yes, we're listening to you.
Hello, Neto.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now, if we unite together by the special grace of God, next year, 2027, we are going to win the election and we push this bad government out. Because of all what is doing it to us, look at it, things are very expensive, insecurity all over this country. We are not enjoying anything. Do you understand? Yet some people, they will call on radio, begin to, it's unfair. It's unfair. My sister, I'm very angry. And again, especially this, our clergymen, that they will not speak for us. Our clergymen, especially people from the south, they are not speaking for us. I mean Christians. Understand? They're not speaking for us.
Yeah.
See, the day is coming that if people from north are being captured, then they will come here. All these are big churches that they build, all over flying with their private jets. They will come here and capture them. Then their eyes will be open. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Angwa, for calling. So let me take your messages. Good evening, VOP. This is Raji from Peterobi, Lagos. Please, what's going on? Been trying to call your line for the past 2 months now. Please, VOP, let's have like 3 lines or more. Thank you very much. Mr. Raji, I am so sorry. I want to believe that the management is working on it to Esther and Mr. Shegun, good evening. The day Nigerians will all speak with one voice, regardless of our differences, tribal differences, that will be the day we'll get it right. For example, this current government, with all what they are doing, yet some selfish individual are still supporting them because of what they gain. This is Changwak. Changwak just called. Good evening, Madam Esther Wachuku, Mr. Shegun Shokito and VP family. My name is Prince Samuel Ofobisi Oji from Ajogun Lapakma, Lagos. On the opposition, I totally agree with your guest that Obi has all it takes to win the election. The only thing he needs to do is to correct the mistake of 2023. Every other thing will become history. May God save our land. All right. Thank you very much. Hello. This person says hello. Hello to you as well. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Shegun. Please ask the last caller, Shegun, where he has been to in Nigeria. The man, Shegun, who was on the phone with you is high something. That's why he's talking like that. There are people who trust and believe in this government, so just allow them. If they have their reasons for trusting and believing, and possibly they're benefiting from the government. Good evening, Esther. My name is... Okay, you said I should send you Malambello's number. He's a joy to listen to. You need to give him something. He's a Muslim with a liberal mindset. Malambello, please send me a message or let me know if I can give your number out, because this person said they want to have your number. Good evening, Esther. My name is Odia Blaze from Ikorodu. Please, Esther, we're sitting on a ticking time bomb. Agbaroism that started in Lagos has spread to Aso Rock. Nnamdi Kanu did not threaten anyone before he was arrested. Chaguri, who is... we're in for a long ride. Good evening, Esther and Mr. Shukiton. When the president said all is foreign politics, that means snatch it, grab it, and run away with it. That is what is currently happening. This is Lekon from Lagos. From His Royal Highness BC Nwoko, good evening. The government of the Islamic cleric Sheikh Jingil describing non-Muslims in Nigeria as infidels and equally backing the Muslim ticket is totally condemnable and unacceptable. This is nothing but an insult to Christians, not only in Nigeria but all over the world. To be honest with you, Christians in Nigeria are not really doing enough to stand their ground in Nigeria. Accepting the Muslim ticket in 2023 was the greatest mistake, and I equally believe that there is still time to make amends. I therefore urge our Christian leaders to focus more on telling truth to power instead of collecting peanuts that have turned many of them into political slaves. Nigeria is a secular state, and I therefore say no to Muslim ticket. Have a blessed night, Esther. From His Royal Highness BC Nwoko in Oshodi. To be honest with you, Mr. Shakes, I really don't even have an issue with Muslim ticket.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter so long as you can deliver good governance.
We need to go beyond this.
That's the thing. If the Muslim ticket was able to deliver good governance.
If Tinubu and Shetima had gotten the price of petrol to go down to maybe...
Do you get?
Yeah. Maybe
or anybody who makes tribal sentiments or make derogatory sentiments towards one another, you arrest them immediately.
Their lives are much better now than it was 3 years ago. Who cares what religion you practice?
Do you understand?
It's not about religion.
Even there was a time they were saying that Tinubu has Yorubanized Nigeria. I said Tinubu can change the name of Nigeria to Federal Republic of Yoruba. I don't care. So long as I am able to buy food to eat easily, I can pay my rent, I can have access to jobs, there is proper health care.
Yeah.
Why?
I understand.
And there's security.
I understand the sentiments and why there's a need for balancing. You know, it's a very large country. We're multi-ethnic, multi-religious. I understand all of that, and it's okay to say no, let's not have the same religion, but we shouldn't turn it into the all and be all.
But you don't get if the right thing was done, nobody would think of that. Nobody will align that with what is going on.
If they come and they make Nigeria a working country,
make it a working country,
like Aisha Yesufu will say, where the son of nobody can become somebody without the help of anybody.
What kind of thing
then
is this?
Who cares?
Look at barbarism in broad daylight. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Esther, good evening to you and your guests. Please, I want to ask if APC killed the whole Nigerian because of power, will they still rule in 2027? Who do you want me to do? Good evening, VOP barrister. He's not a barrister.
He remains small.
You have said it. Are you studying law?
For where? At what age? It remains small.
You have said it all, Esther. Only one man controlling judiciary, legislative, executive, network providers, and guns all over. The APC want kill all the opposition to enable them to have enough money for themselves and their families. Who want die for the sake of election? CY. Esther, I weep for Nigerians. I don't blame the politicians. I blame the citizens. We're the most docile people on earth. See, don't look na dog named Emeka from Amowadofi. Esther, my problem is not about governors defecting to APC. Our major problems are INEC, security agencies, and the judiciary. If these three bodies stand firm and do their work without compromise, there'll be no reason to cry foul. That's where the problem lies, not in 36 governors joining APC. What? Mr. Shagu is sinking.
You're so wicked.
Good evening. That's it. Good evening, VOP, especially to our beloved sister Esther and the guests in the studio. To be honest with you, ABC is not a party of democracy. Don't be surprised. Whatever you have been experiencing through ABC government today, because they have nothing to offer, let Nigerians rise and take back our kingdom. Action is louder than words. I raise my case. Nigeria will rise again. God bless Nigeria. First Corinthians from Ikeja. What a unique name, First Corinthians. This person says, Esther, good evening. Do you see the ABC senator from Osun East lying openly today? He said in a video today addressing his people that they should kill Accord Party people. Showing of channels played him the video and he was denying it. Old man lying before children. There is life after politics now. Chiedu from Ogun State. They even played him the video and he denied it long. Wala they buy. Paul from Okota, good evening, Esther and the guests. The hate and bigoted cleric that preached in Kano is still walking the streets free. Where is the DSS? People don't seem to understand why Aso Rock is very leave it over Cardinal Naikon's expose. The reason is that the fearless Cardinal beat them to their sinister game. They were denied the opportunity to lie to Nigerians that Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria have endorsed Tinubu for second term. The thing paying them well. APC is like a sinking ship captained by a drunken captain and crew. There's only one possible outcome for such a ship. All right. This person says, Esther, good evening. As a Nigerian news, they make me laugh. Esther, those are so-called politicians. They shade and go school because all of them behavior be like illiterates. Oku God from Ejibo. Good evening, Esther. My name is Ibrahim Abdusalam. Sheikh Yahya has always been a controversial. Okay, Sheikh Jingle has always been a controversial person with no shame. He's not speaking for Muslims nor Islam. He's a political sheikh, and his position is known even in the face of the underaged. Imagine if he had spoken in this manner as an ally of the opposition, or simply speak truth to power. The ruling party dogs would have been backing by now, if not had him arrested. Good evening, Esther. The situation in this country presently is bad. Could you believe that my throat is practically blocked to the extent I cannot even be able to drink water? How is it blocked? Okute God from Egbeda Okonwajo. Okute God, can you explain what that means? What is it cough? He said his throat is blocked, he can't drink water.
Sore throat.
I'm always delighted to hear Mr. Shegun's voice, and God bless Esther. I have looked past our politicians as a problem in this country. I'm now looking at the kind of people we are. Nigeria has so many bad followers, which is exactly the reflection of the people in government. We have so much differences and interest in religion and ethnicity, so I don't see any hope of coming together by the people. Ororo from Ayoba. Ororo, please don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up, please. Good evening, Esther, and good evening, Esther and the guests. Esther, let the journalist and your analyst initiate the protest, and we will join. Mama Oyinye. Good evening, Esther. The Osun senator that wants opposition killed has already destroyed his political career. If the government really loved the country, Gabriel from Oshodi. Are you sure? Is he not speaking for them? Good evening, Mr. Esther Wachukwa, Mr. Shokwita. Esther, we're doomed, though. We're not doomed in Jesus' name. God, God from Iba. We're not doomed in Jesus' name. I'm not doomed. I'm not following them to doom. Indeed, Nigeria is a country of particular concern. Who will give us reasons why in a great Nigeria nothing is working? Look at every government agencies, telecoms, power sector, road, security, banking, transport sector. For good 12 years, the so-called APC keep wasting Nigerians' resources, bribing all manner of people to keep deceiving people. Sufferhead everywhere. Still, APC government keeps looking the other way. Indeed, this government is that of Agbara by Agbara and for Agbara. Please don't we powerful elders and men and women of worth in this country again, even as security forces have equally lost value and focus. Now, did you be that or what? A great fall of the mighty. Chindu from Badagry. Good evening. Greetings, VOP family. Esther, Mr. Shegun Shukwita never spoke with this level of passion, but his Osun rascality and barbarism that has been taken beyond human imagination. They did Edo own and nothing happened, so they've taken it to another worst level. Please tell APC that this route they are taking won't last or stand the test of time. The bubbles will burst one day. Evil doesn't last forever. Amechi from Mafoluku. Mr. Shegun, please, what's your final take this evening on the conversation today?
Nigeria is a very interesting country. We have a lot of potential. We have a lot of great, wonderful people. Muslims don't hate Christians. Christians don't hate Muslims. Igbos don't hate Yoruba.
And Yoruba don't hate Igbos.
Hausa or Fulani. We don't hate ourselves. All those things are just contraptions that politicians created to scatter us. So be wise. Now, finally, politicians are afraid of us united. That's why they created all those things. Igbo, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian. You are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Shekiri, you are Fulani, you are Hausa. Because they are afraid that the day we unite, we will chase them, they will run like dogs. So, let us find a way to unite. And the lady that said I should lead it, I go out on protest regularly, even at this my age. The last time the NLC I went out, I was there. I don't, I will protest, you know, so don't wait for anybody to lead it.
If you protest, I will report it.
You will report it. You will see the next one that we want to do. I will let you know. Don't wait for anybody. We need to take back our power, and especially at the ballot. My final word, Esther. My final word. Don't let anybody make you believe that just because APC controls 32 states, control the judiciary, control the legislature, that the elections are pointless. They are not pointless. Don't let them believe that they can rig it and therefore there is no need for you to go. That's what they want you to do. They want you to get tired and not go out to vote. Go out and vote and protect your vote. Follow your ballot to the RAC, the local government collation center, and make sure that they don't change it.
Very true.
Because that's where they change the thing. So follow your vote, protect it, and you will see, you will get the outcome and the Nigeria that you want.
All right, ladies
It's
and
in your
gentlemen,
hands.
do you have yourselves a wonderful evening? Coming up next is, I think, Diola, what's your night time? Unspoken Truth with Diola. Diola is coming up next. Do have yourselves a wonderful evening. Bye for now.